And today we're going to talk a little bit about what we're seeing in condominiums. And Melissa, you have something that you wanted to bring to the table and talk and educate us about today.
I am lately having this trend of transactions where the properties are kind of sort of not really a condominium. So, you probably are thinking, well, how could it not be a condo? It's either a condo or it's not, right? It's inherently obvious. So there are certain type of condo units, maybe the townhouse style, or, it's a 3-family that's been converted to a condo. There's really no doubting those are condos because the way it's being disclosed, the declarations and the bylaws that are being shared, everybody knows it's a condominium. So there are certain instances where there's not a question. But there's other instances, and we're seeing more and more of this, where it's unclear because of the way the town has required the development of the property. It's called a PUD, which is a planned unit development. And PUDs are very common in especially communities that are looking to develop, but also keep some sort of raw space or land. And you can actually see a PUD, Andrew, even in single family developments, which are very common, specifically in Coventry and North Kingstown. So those, a lot of times people just kind of refer to them as HOAs, like, oh yeah, this property or this community has an HOA or homeowners association. Those are fairly obvious to identify as well. So the properties that we're seeing lately, there's a new development in Coventry, and there's an older development that's been established since the 70s in North Kingstown. Those are the two recently that I've seen, and I'm talking like within the last few weeks, where in both instances, it's being disclosed as a condo, but it's really a planned unit development. And what makes it specific and unique is because you need to identify, well, how is a condo managed? What are the rules that are associated with a condo? And how is that different than a PUD? I think the main differences that I want to drill into for clients to be aware of is what the ownership responsibilities are. And that's where I kind of started before. You have to get an attorney involved to review these documents, you guys, whether it's a condo declaration, whether it's a PUD or a homeowners association. That's one of the hallmarks of condo associations, is that the owners are not responsible for the structure. In fact, usually there's a lot of regulatory restrictions on what the homeowner can do, right down to painting the door, or if it is sort of a townhouse style where there may be some green space, are they allowed to plant or do things of that nature? Hanging signs, all of these things are usually managed within the rules and regulations. So we always encourage our clients who are purchasing condos to, at the very minimum, read those. They're not usually terribly burdensome, typically plain language, fairly easy to read. When you look at the standard purchase and sales that Multiple Listing offers for agents as resources, you either have single family or condominium. A PUD is more close to a condo than it is to a single family with respect to a lot of things, because you've got management issues, you have dues, you have bylaws, you have rules and regs. So I understand why everybody naturally discloses that as a condo, but it's not a condo in the traditional sense that we just talked about, because a lot of those hallmarks of what is a condo, meaning that the condominium is association is responsible for certain costs and maintenance expenses, just don't apply.